Today is a review of AA Products Conduit Cap System. This is for attaching to PVC or other types of conduit carriers. We're going to be turning this into a fishing rod holder for the top of my truck. The reason I went with the AA product is it will attach to all crossbar systems that you can find on top of your truck. Let's take a look inside. Instruction manual. It's the 4th of July, so let's get rid of that. Alright, number one, we have an end cap conduit piece. Foam on the inside. That's nice. I was actually thinking I was going to put foam inside this, so this is already a winning product. And then pre-drilled holes. We're attaching this to a 6-inch diameter piece of PVC, so that's great. We have what they call the door cap. Also foam padded. Very nice AA products. Happy with that. This looks like a spring-loaded latch system. It's locked. Here's the key. So nice and heavy-duty stuff. Here's your what I'll call retainer plates. These fit up flush against your cross members, cross-track system. And that's why I specifically got this. This 4-piece system is made for to use on any sort of universal truck crossbar. Standard package of hardware, screws, and nuts, and here are your 4 U-bolts. Looks like a pretty solid product. I'm excited to turn it into the fish rod holding platform of my dream. This is a 10-foot section of Schedule 40 PVC pipe, 6-inch diameter. Marked it at 8 foot 3 inches to allow for an 8-foot pole and any sort of padding that I want in there. Made multiple Sharpie marks across at the 8 foot 3 mark, and then followed it out with a piece of painter's tape. That way we have something to follow all the way around. Reciprocating saw, wood bit. We'll see how it does. Safety first, July 4th. There's going to be plenty of people in the ER missing fingers today, so. Next step, we'll clean up this edge, and the cap will go just fine. Everybody can sand. Now we're just wiping down the PVC with denatured alcohol before we paint it. Tied a little hitch knot there and tied a Ferriman friction knot. So if you don't know what that is, feel free to look that one up. That's a great knot for camping, for suspending things. So we just got the tube suspended here. And then as soon as we get this paint mixed up, we're gonna start painting this thing with Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch 2X paint and primer semi-gloss. We pre-drilled our holes using the screws that came with the AA Hitch. You don't have to pre-drill. I just did this to mark our location. And then we're going to take silicone, clear silicone, and run a bead all the way around before we put our cap on and secure it. My assistant here will get that going. So Brooks, I know you've never done this before, but run me a good fat bead around that conduit. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Right, okay. Just kind of working it around. Okay, can you stop it? Hey, don't put silicone on the tube. Lesson learned, keep your cap orientation the same, because this thing wasn't lined up as well as it should be. Because the holes weren't exactly 180 apart, it appears. These plastic washers are really sensitive to pressure. Not as pretty as I wanted. Maybe I can put it on the downside. So I mean, easy enough, it just wasn't as precise as I wanted it to be. At the top, so we know where the top is. Good thick bead. Four U-bolts, these retaining clips, plus a metal washer and a nylon lock nut. Tighten them down, keep it even as best you can. Don't crack the tube. Tube's pretty stable. I can shake my whole truck. That's my biggest concern. I want to get it tight enough that I don't want to crack the tube. And there's really no good way to tell. I heard a little bit of a creak from the PVC, so I thought that's probably pretty good on the front one. Tightening down the rear one until I get the same results. You know, overall pretty happy. I wish the paint job would have came out a little bit nicer. Opens up, stays up, which is nice. Those long screws kind of came through the PVC, so I just used a Dremel and I flattened those out to where there weren't any sharp edges, so nothing catches on my rods. So that's the installation of the AA Products conduit cap and how to use it to make a fishing rod holder. Overall, the project was a little bit more expensive than I thought it was going to be, but that's because prices are kind of high right now. The conduit cap was approximately $65 on Amazon. The PVC was what was surprisingly expensive at $77, and that was with a 10% discount. So very expensive for the PVC. Other than that, $8 for paint, just a little bit of silicone. You're looking at $130 to $140 to accomplish this project, which is great because to buy one from ARE is $500. So you still have quite a bit of savings for a super easy project. Enjoy!